Good afternoon. My name's Scott Mackin. I'm the founder of Barcinno.com. It's basically an international platform covering Barcelona's tech and startup ecosystem. Also the managing director of Bourbon Creative, a content marketing service for high-growth technology companies. I'm joined on stage here with Hugh Slater, CFO of Typeform, which you guys are, I'm sure, all familiar with. And we're going to give you a quick update on the state of the Barcelona startup ecosystem. So Hugh, you go to Silicon Valley, and you give a quick list of the hottest Barcelona startups, and Typeform's one of the few that's a household name, right? So maybe you can give a quick update of what does Typeform do, and how did you get so well known around the world?
So Typeform is trying to bring a bit of humanity into the world of data collection. I'm sure you all fill in forms online all the time, and it's very mundane, putting your address. You're treated like a robot, not like an individual. And Typeform's trying to bring a bit of empathy, a bit of humanity into that process. And we're doing that by creating forms that are conversational. They're not only beautiful for the end users, but it's a unique experience for them as they fill it in. It's one question at a time. And we find that we get much better response rates and just a lot of empathy and a lot of user engagement as a result. So that feeds very nicely into the human experience trend that's happening really around the world. So there's a product. It has global reach, and there's a lot of recognition for that. So I think we're very fortunate that our product generally resonates well across the world. But alongside that, within Barcelona, so we have 170 employees. About 2/3 of those employees are international. And we have 33 different nationalities represented at Typeform. So it's not just the product, it's everything that we do around the product comes with an international feel. Whether it's our blogs, our marketing, whatever it is, there's just a natural global feel to what we do. So I think that helps us with our reach.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And speaking, obviously, Barcelona is a very international city, so it makes sense for us to be here at NOAH. And we have Typeform on stage now. Ola Luth will be on stage in a little bit. I think after lunch we're going to hear from Travel Perk on a pitch contest. So we have a handful of Barcelona startups here, at least 10 or so that are pitching today. Companies like Corner Job, Carnovo, ID Finance. They've all recently raised important seed rounds and significant Series A rounds from Barcelona. Maybe you could walk us through how Typeform, successfully closed the Series B round. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
From Barcelona.
So I'm not going to be the CFO that stands on stage and geeks out over a fundraising process. You'll be glad to know. I'll talk about what it was like to do it from Barcelona. And I think the first thing to say is that it was no different for me than it has been anywhere else, which is quite remarkable. So whether it was inbound interest from VCs or whether it was us reaching out to VCs, there was never this question of, well, you're in Barcelona. Like, there used to be this Southern European thing where it's like, oh, not sure, don't really want to go near you. There was complete openness and engagement. And I'd love to think that that was the Typeform brand and everyone just wanted to be part of the story. But I think the reality is that Barcelona is, the PR machine around Barcelona. It's becoming very well known as a startup hub. And we're very proud to be based in Barcelona. And you go online, you'll see that. But I think that just opened the door for us. So the process was just as it would have been whether we were based in London, in New York, in San Francisco. And we spoke to VCs from all across the globe. And they were very open to talking to us. So actually, the ability to raise fundings for us wasn't hindered at all by being in Barcelona. In fact, I think quite a lot of them wanted to come do due diligence in Barcelona for a few weeks, so it probably helped, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to go to run some due diligence, I'm sure. OK, so it's been said that international investors will often request that Barcelona companies have a local investor or a Spanish investor in the company. Does Typeform currently comply with this let's say, unspoken requirement?
No. I don't know where this sort of ethos comes from. And maybe it's true in the West Coast, in Silicon Valley, I don't know. But no, we don't have it. We couldn't actually raise money to begin with in Spain, so we went international. And we have an amazing suite of partners and investors, Index, Point 9 Capital, Connect Ventures, RTA. I mean, these guys are fantastic. None of them are based in Spain. So no, I don't know where this myth comes from, but certainly from our perspective, we've never come across the rule that you need a local investor.
That's good. That's good to hear. Global from day one, international investors.
Yeah.
Okay, so diversity, obviously helps create great companies and sustain great companies. Typeform's a perfect example of this. You just rattled off how many employees from how many countries?
We have 170 employees, 33 nationalities, and about 2/3 of our company are international.
Yeah, incredible. I would say Barcelona is one of the few cities, outside of maybe the mega cities like London or New York or these global cities that could pull something like that off, right? But how do you find Barcelona on a personal level? You're a London guy, right?
Yeah.
You just moved your family,
Yeah.
2 kids to Barcelona in February. How are you finding Barcelona on a personal level?
So Barcelona is home for me. I've been there 7 months, and it's without a shadow of a doubt home. I've lived all over the world, west coast of the US, east coast of the US. I've lived in the UK. So when I thought about moving to Barcelona, you're joining a startup, right? So I'm joining a 5-year, a 10-year journey, whatever it might be. And for me, as soon as I went back and kind of reminded myself about Barcelona, you think, like taking your family to Barcelona for 5 years that's a journey you want to go on. It's been an amazing start with 7 months. It's been fantastic. Obviously, the weather's good. There's beaches. There's all the usual stuff. But on top of that, you've got this amazing talent pool in Barcelona, whether it's international or local. And there's an amazing balance between work and life. And actually, I think Typeform really embodies this, that they want to mix those two. Like, the founders, we go out for drinks as families. It's not quite as strict as London. I felt London, I'd have to work 15 hours a day and then run home and squeeze my family time in. It just feels different in Barcelona. There's this great balance. So I've loved it so far. Yeah,
definitely. It's got that kind of cozy atmosphere where work and life kind of go together very well. Okay, so Barcelona's always kind of stood out as being a city known for its industrial tradition and its strong attraction for foreign investment in that way. But recently it's tried to reinvent itself as this startup technology hub. It's the home of the Mobile World Congress. What are your thoughts on the future of Barcelona as a startup ecosystem, as a global startup hub?
So for all the reasons we've just said, I think the future is very bright. I think Barcelona as a city have done phenomenally well in building that ecosystem. They've put building space and, and as I say, the whole industry seems to be working around it. And for Typeform, that's our home. That's going to be our home for the future. So I think it's done a fantastic job, and for me, it's just the beginning of the journey. 5 years ago, that didn't exist, and it exists now. So I think it's only going to get brighter, but I guess you're in a position to answer better position to answer the question than I am, probably.
Sure. I completely agree. I think Barcelona's horizon is incredibly great. I think the next 5 to 10 years in Barcelona, we're going to see massive growth. Great companies coming out of here, great exits, more importantly, coming out of Barcelona. It kind of has all the ingredients to be this very unique and an entrepreneurial-friendly startup ecosystem. It's got the schools, it's got the talent, it's super easy to attract talent there. From a founder's perspective, the talent is about the third of the price as it would cost you in London, so that's quite nice. But quite frankly, it's playing on all its strengths very, very well. And the city's done a good job to kind of leverage those strengths and give more and more breaks to the entrepreneurs, to the investors to invest there, and to really plant their flag like Typeform did and not feel like they're going to get pulled out to Silicon Valley or pulled out to London to really scale. You can scale from Barcelona. You can find that engineering talent. You can find those managers that can help you grow right there in Barcelona. So we're very positive, very high on Barcelona in the coming years. And we'd love to kind of welcome you guys. So anytime you're in town, look us up, and we'll meet up for a beer or a cognac.
They have the coolest office, I remember. So the Typeform office is amazing.
Fantastic. We have a bar in our office, so if you want a beer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.